This video will cover a topic I have never covered before, the Interledger Protocol. This is something we hear a lot about, but it really never gets enough attention. I will explain what the Interledger Protocol is and why it is so crucial to the success of Ripple's grand vision. It is actually very simple to understand why the Interledger Protocol will be so important in the future we are heading into, but not many people actually talk about it properly. When it comes to its practical use, people discuss its characteristics but remain silent. People debate the specific application of it. This is why it will be crucial we're going to talk about those specific topics in this video, so please watch the entire thing, as always. We sincerely appreciate everyone who has dedicated their time to watching these videos and subscribing to our channel. We deeply value your support. Things have true significance. I sincerely hope you all enjoy the material. I'd like to start this video by briefly discussing some of the things that initially piqued my interest in making it. I obviously fielded a fair number of questions about the Interledger Protocol, but I never really looked into it. I had always seen what it was, but I had never really understood its applications. Therefore, I was never able to provide a comprehensive explanation to others about the significance of the Interledger Protocol. Instead, I consistently observed its high scalability. This brief demonstration merely contrasts the Interledger Protocol with the Bitcoin Lightning Network, demonstrating the former's ability to process trillions of transactions per second while the latter can only process about 40 million. This raises the question, why don't we here? Learn more about the Interledger Protocol and the reasons behind its significance. First of all, guys, let's talk about the current state of blockchain technology. There are still gaps in regulations, and the adoption of blockchain technology is still not widespread. As of right now, the XRP's TPS is unavailable. Guys, why would we release a technology like the Interledger Protocol with such drastic scalability if we don't currently need it? The ledger is excellent considering the volume it handles. Future widespread adoption of these technologies will undoubtedly necessitate the acquisition of specific items. The XRP ledger can be greatly scaled and made to manage a large portion of the world's transactions by connecting it to a protocol like the Interledger Protocol, but for the time being, we don't need to push this kind of technology because the XRP ledger can handle the TPS that is now in place. It's important to note that we haven't mentioned the Interledger Protocol specifically. We don't use the protocol because, in my opinion, these examples will simplify it for you. I possess some incredibly intriguing documents that illustrate the application of the Interledger Protocol. Guys, I wanted to begin by examining what GAC had to say about it, so you can clearly understand how it fits into the larger picture. When I first started my research, I was just like anybody else. They provided me with a clear explanation of this. According to Grok, the Interledger Protocol, ILP, is a collection of guidelines that permit various payment systems to interact with one another. How does this relate to Ripple and the XRP ledger? The XRP ledger facilitates the exchange of value between various ledgers. The XRP ledger is a decentralized ledger that facilitates the XRP cryptocurrency. Ripple, an enterprise that aims to enable quick, affordable international payments, has significantly contributed to the development of the blockchain system and its applications. Ripple incorporates XRP into its products and services, along with the XRP ledger. Thanks to ILP, the XRP ledger can communicate with different payment systems, while Ripple leverages XRP and the XRP ledger to provide quick and affordable cross-payment solutions. This describes the relationship between the XRP ledger and Ripple. Therefore, I believe this is an excellent starting point for understanding the developments taking place here. High-level corporation Ripple collaborates with several organizations to improve the payment infrastructure they use. The XRP ledger expedites payment processing. More productive and stable. Furthermore, the XRP ledger provides several additional built-in features right away. AM, among others, has completed all these various tasks. Fundamentally, institutional items include the XRP ledger can internally outsource to 5, 10, or 15 distinct businesses is what the XRP ledger is capable of doing internally. The future payment mechanism, upon which Ripple is basing its goods, is the next generation of rail technology. Since many institutions already don't connect to the XRP ledger, the interledger protocol is based on the knowledge that not all of them will. There are several distinct payment networks available today, each with varying degrees, such as the Ethereum network and the Bitcoin network. The interledger protocol enters the picture when there is a level of success that people will undoubtedly exploit for their own gain. In terms of integrating the XRP ledger with these other networks, Stripe and Venmo are two examples. Stripe and Venmo are two centralized money transmitters. These systems efficiently handle large volumes of ILP, enabling the XRP ledger to interface with them. It's widely accepted that ILP will enable institutions to communicate even if they choose not to explicitly integrate the XRP ledger into their payment stack. If necessary, which is another reason this caught my attention and forced me to pause and reflect. This was because we didn't hear much. Regarding this, if you continue to delve deeper to uncover the types of businesses operating behind the scenes, you'll find it strange that nobody seems to discuss interledger protocol, but for some reason, whenever you look into what the institutions are developing, they constantly say, "Oh, we're using interledger protocol." For example, this is a Visa patent that talks specifically about the interledger protocol and Ripple. This is merely another example of an organization utilizing the interledger protocol and discussing its functionality with Ripple. However, it's noteworthy that Visa is now actively submitting patents related to this technology. This will be discussed more, and here's another great example of the interledger protocol. High level with the XRP ledger because, in my view, everything here merely aims to help you understand the bigger picture. At the end of the video, there's no need for you to worry. I will explain everything to you. To conclude, I think it's crucial to understand the research flow to grasp how everything fits together. This comes directly from Ripple, as there has never been a global agreement on a single ledger. Ripple developed the open-source interledger protocol, which synchronizes disparate ledgers without creating a separate ledger. The company renamed itself the XRP ledger to emphasize the significance of XRP as an asset, further supporting XRP's market-making endeavors. As a result, the interledger protocol is an impartial asset. Although the interledger protocol connects all these different ledgers, there are still situations where you need to settle an asset. The interledger protocol will act as rails to connect these various payment methods and vehicles to the XRP ledger, as we have discussed extensively. We have discussed this at length, but we do not anticipate Bank of America building its centralized private ledger on the public XRP ledger. Instead, we anticipate Bank of America connecting its centralized, independent private ledger to the public XRP ledger. Indeed, the objectives of Bank of America are quite distinct from those of security and privacy. Just as you wouldn't want your neighbor to see your bank account, you would also want it to remain private. Building it on the public XRP makes sense. Ledger we will build it on a lateral ledger. Even though it will be based on independent technology, you will want public liquidity because it makes us the Internet of Value. To establish a unified ecosystem, you can link these private ledgers to the main XRP ledger via the interledger protocol. We do not expect individuals and institutions to build their businesses and personal finances on public ledgers. Instead, they will build them on private ledgers. However, just as people occasionally want to exchange personal information publicly on platforms like social media, you also need to connect private liquidity, which is undoubtedly going to be significant. Because public protocols will have intrinsic advantages over private ones, people will want to take their assets and worth and incorporate them into them. For instance, a closed system cannot access DeFi, only a public protocol, specifically the interledger protocol, can provide it. I intended to demonstrate to you that the world is truly moving in this direction by tying these valuable private repositories to the public chain. I have included 2 videos that specifically feature the BIS discussing their tokenization initiatives. Once again, the BIS are carrying out these tokenization initiatives in a private capacity. However, in the end, they will require public liquidity. Pay attention. The financial system is the answer to this problem. In the context of unified ledgers, the financial system relies on token exchange intermediaries to assist with asset tokenization, trading, onboarding, and offboarding. A variety of the system's intermediates and ledger owners would be in charge of managing tokens. The process of verifying ownership and the party's authentication will be critical. Although that sounds complicated and esoteric, who has what and the off-ramps are essential for the system's integration with the economy. Ripple, as outlined in numerous studies and publications, intends to connect several ledgers via ILP, with the XRP ledgers serving as public liquidity. Since Ripple has been meeting with these individuals since 2015, it's not surprising that they share similar visions for this project. In the end, many large banks and governments won't create their solutions. They may be built by Ripple, and they will be dependent on individuals like Ripple. They may be developed into open solutions by Ripple. I hope this helps you understand how ILP fits into the mix of all these next-generation payment protocols, because, in the end, each of these various solutions will require liquidity, which the XRP ledger provides. ILP essentially acts as a bridge between the various public ledgers, each developed for independent purposes. I believe it makes perfect sense to use the ledger for its liquidity. It's also a noteworthy feature that I neglected to mention earlier in this video. Currently, some of Ripple's products, like RippleNet, use ILP to connect various payment systems to the XRP ledger to create a seamless experience. Therefore, I anticipate further development in this area. Other organizations will use ILP to access the XRP ledgers, in my opinion. In terms of Ripple's and the overall vision, everything makes perfect sense to me. If this video was helpful, I hope so. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below.